Another Friday night, drowning in neon. Another back road tavern filled with ghosts and gasoline dreams. You can run from a woman, run from a town. Hell, you can even run from yourself for a while. But regret always catches the next ride. One moon hanging low like a loaded gun. Old Chevy rattling down Highway 3 with your memory sitting next to me. Found a roadside joint called Bluebird Jack's. Smoke so thick it painted the black. Bartender pouring doubles neat while boots kept stomping to the beat. Band kicked in with a savage sound, dirty blues shaking the whole damn ground. Slide guitar cutting deep and slow like scars only lost hearts know. And the hammer moaned like a church in flames while the neon buzzed with forgotten names. Broken bottles and southern skies, that's where my restless spirit hides. Every mile burns like Tennessee fire. Every song drags my soul through the wire. Ghost still lingers in whiskey smoke. In every promise I finally broke. Freedom screams through these worn ties, but lonely hearts never really retire. Girl in black denim by the pool hall light had hurricane eyes and a crooked smile tonight. She danced along to the barroom sound like she buried love underground. Drummer pounding like a barroom fight, bass line rolling heavy all night, till it cast a howling sharp and wild like the devil laughing through a southern child. I took one shot, then another too fast, trying hard not to relive the past, but your voice kept rising through the haze like smoke trapped inside my veins. And the blacktop wind kept whispering low, there ain't no peace for runaway souls. Broken bottles and southern skies, that's where my restless spirit hides. Every mile burns like Tennessee fire. Every song drags my soul through the wire. Ghost still lingers in whiskey smoke. And every promise I finally broke. Freedom screams through these worn ties, but lonely hearts never really retire. Maybe I was born too wild to stay, too stubborn to ever change. Now every jukebox melody sounds like unfinished history. I keep chasing those fading lights through storm-filled roads and endless nights, searching bars for something true, but every road still bleeds to you. Hey! Funny thing about old highways, they remember every tire that crossed them, every runaway, every broken promise, every man too proud to turn around. Broken bottles in southern skies, still burning behind my eyes. These roadside bars and neon signs can't erase what lives inside, and your memory keeps rolling on. In every midnight drinking song, freedom roars like a freight train choir, but some hearts just burn forever in the fire. Yeah. Last neon flickers against the storm, ashtray full, whiskey gone warm, engine turning beneath the night. And somewhere down another endless highway, a lonely blues guitar still cries your name into the dark. This ain't a song for the saved, it's for the ones still sitting at the bar at 3 a.m. waiting for forgiveness that never shows up. But I still roll, neon bleeding through the pouring rain, like a memory I can't explain. Found a dive called the Last Amen, where every sinner drinks again. Band was loud, the floor was alive, like the dead were learning how to survive. Telecaster screamed through cigarette smoke, like every heartbreak ever spoke. Baseline crawling under my skin, like it knew where I've been. And the Hammond cried like a broken hymn for every lost soul too far gone to begin. We are the dead man's neon choir, singing through electric fire. Every chord is a scar we wear, every note is a desperate prayer. Your memory still won't let me go, it moves like whiskey through my bones. Freedom roars, but it sounds like pain on these endless midnight plains. Saw a girl in a faded red dress, dancing like she forgot the rest. Eyes like trouble, lips like sin, story written and torn within. Bartender laughed, said take your time, everyone here's lost something fine. Drums hit hard like a barroom war, shaken by maybe every road I choose to take is just another heart to break. Still I hear your voice in every song, like I've been haunted all along. And every mile just drags me down to the ghost of this same old town. They say time heals everything, but out here on these roads, time just learns your name and calls it louder. We are the dead man's neon choir, burning in electric fire. Every scream, every broken line is a memory stuck in time. And your ghost still rides with me through every dark highway sea. Freedom sounds like a dying flame, calling out your name. Let's bottle, hits the counter slow. Neon flickers, starts to go. Engine turns in the empty night, and somewhere beyond the broken light, the choir keeps singing long after the bar goes silent. Yeah. Another midnight highway, another nowhere town. Neon buzzing like dying stars above a whiskey soaked crowd. You ever love somebody so hard that every road after them feels endless? Well, this one's for the lost soul still driving. Cold wind blowing through a cracked car door, radio static in a worn-out floor. Boot heels tapping to the engine's groan. 3 damn days since I've been home. Your photograph rides on the dash tonight, faded edges underneath neon light. Every mile marker cuts me deep, like promises we couldn't keep. The bartender said, boy, you look half dead. I laughed and ordered bourbon instead. Band in the corner playing low and mean, like heartbreak wrapped in gasoline. And the slide guitar cried like a lonely train, every note dripping with thunder and pain. I'm running wild through the devil's rain, burning down this midnight lane, with whiskey blood and a reckless soul, trying hard not to lose control. All these roadside lights still call my name. Every small town bar feels the same. Your memory hits like Tennessee smoke, and every damn promise I ever broke. There's a woman dancing by the old jukebox, silver rings and black leather socks. She moves like sin in a southern storm, trying to keep some drifter warm. Hammond organ shaking the walls, last call echoing through the hall. Drama pounding like a runaway heart, like he knew we'd fall apart. I still hear your voice in the pouring rain, still taste your kiss in the hurricane. Freedom ain't as free as they say when your ghost won't fade away, and the highway hums like an old blues tune under cigarette stars and a broken moon. I'm running wild through the devil's rain, burning down this midnight lane with whiskey blood and a reckless soul, trying hard not to lose control. All these roadside lights still call my name. Every small town bar feels the same. Your memory hits like Tennessee smoke, and every damn promise I ever broke. Maybe love's just a motel sign, blinking out one light at a time. Maybe freedom's just another word for all the prayers that go unheard. Still I keep these wheels alive through southern nights and county lines, searching bars and backstreet shows for a peace that never comes. You can leave a town, you can leave a woman, hell, you can even leave your own name behind. But regret rides shotgun forever. I'm running wild through the devil's rain, still chained to yesterday's pain, with a worn-out heart and trembling hands, trying to understand why these roadside lights still burn so slow for the broken souls that never let go. Your memory lives in every song I play, in every highway pulling me away. Oh, freedom screams through an OV8 under dying stars across state to state. But no matter how far these wheels may roam, a part of me still wants you home. The night grows quiet, ashes fall into the barroom light, last whiskey burning in the glass. Engine turns, tires roll, neon disappears into the dark, and somewhere down another endless highway, a lonely blues song keeps playing on. Well, this one's for the lost souls still driving. Radio static in a worn-out floor, boot heels tapping to the engine's groan. 3 damn days since I've been home. Yeah, but love somebody so hard that every road after them feels endless. Well, this one's for the lost souls still driving. Cold wind blowing through a cracked car door, radio static in a worn-out floor, boot heels tapping through the engine's groan. 3 damn days since I've been home. Your photograph rides on the dash tonight, faded edges underneath the neon light. Every mile marker cuts me deep, like promises we couldn't keep. highway outside Memphis, where the radio barely works, and the bars stay open longer than the churches. That's where broken hearts go to make peace with the night. Tank half full, ashtray burning in a mind gone dull. Your goodbye still hanging in the air, like cigarette smoke I can't clear. Pulled off at a rundown truck stop bar, neon buzzing underneath the stars. Old bartender wiping down the pain, like he'd seen 1,000 men the same. Band on stage playing rough and loud, steel string fury for crowd, slide guitar screaming, sharp and slow, like a woman saying don't let go. In the Hammond road, like thunder in chains, while every whiskey glass still whispered your name. We are saints of the radio static, lost in the glow of dying lights, running from memories tragic through endless southern nights. Your shadow beside me in every town I roam, and freedom ain't freedom, baby, when you got nowhere left called home. Saw a girl in denim by the cigarette machine, eyes so tired they barely dream. She danced along to the backbeat sound, like her whole world burned down. Drummer hit hard with reckless hands, bass line shaking the floorboards again. Every riff tasted black and blue, like cold regrets and cheap tattoos. I drank bourbon till the room spun slow, still couldn't let your memory go. Some loves fade like summer rain, others carve themselves into your veins, and the highway called like a runaway hymn for all the wild souls too stubborn to mend. We are saints of the radio steady, lost in the glow of dying lights, running from memories tragic through endless southern nights. Your shadow rides beside me in every town I roam, and freedom ain't freedom, baby, when you got nowhere left called home. Maybe heaven's just another roadside bar, where lonely dreamers leave their scars, where the jukebox cries and the whiskey flows for hearts too broken to let go. I keep driving through the pouring black, with your ghost riding in the back, and every mile tears me apart like rusted wire around my heart. Feels alive, like it remembers every mistake you ever made, every woman you should have stayed for, every word you never said. last neon flickers in the rain. Bar door closes somewhere behind me. Engine hums like an old blues choir, and the night keeps rolling west, carrying all the things we never said. Another town, another bar stool, another night pretending whiskey can wash away the past. But some memories, they stick to your skin like smoke in an old roadside tavern. With the windows down, street lights bleeding gold across the town. My old V8 humming tired and low like a wounded man with nowhere to go. Saw your silhouette in a diner light for a second, girl, I swore it was you tonight. The strangers wear familiar pain on lonely roads drowned in rain. Pulled into a bar called the Last Chance Line, with broken hearts drink past closing time. Band on stage turning scars into sound, making lost souls gather around. And the slide guitar burned like fire through the dark. Every note hit hard like a bullet through the heart. Ashes under neon rain, the soul love left me with a backseat full of memories and a mouth full of regret. Your ghost still dances in every smoky room, while the Hammond organ trembles like thunder before doom. Oh, freedom keeps calling from some endless blacktop dream, but nothing outruns heartbreak once it cuts this deep. Bartender pouring bourbon without a word, like he'd heard every lie ever slurred. An old biker laughed through nicotine smoke, said, son, love will leave you broke. Girl by the jukebox singing along to some outlaw blues rock song. Eyes shining underneath the haze like sheets survived her own bad days. loss, it cuts this deep. Maybe some hearts are born too wild, too reckless to ever reconcile. Maybe the road keeps taking more till you forget what you were fighting for. Still I chase those fading lights through whiskey, fog, and endless nights, searching every bar and stage for a way to escape your name. You can bury photographs, burn letters, leave towns in the middle of the night. But some love stories never really end. They just keep playing in different bars for different strangers. Ashes under neon rain, still falling through my mind, like smoke rising slowly from the wreckage left behind. And your memory lingers in every chord I play, like a barroom prayer that refuses to fade away. Oh, freedom keeps roaring like thunder across the plains, but every road I travel still runs through your name. Yeah. Another town, another bar stool, another night pretending whiskey can wash away the past. But some memories, they stick to your skin like smoke in an old roadside tavern. Roll through Jackson with the windows down, the street lights bleed and gold across the town. My old V8 humming. Another night, another engine, another memory I didn't ask for. Out here, the road doesn't end. It just keeps asking questions you can't answer. Fractured sky and a goodbye. I didn't understand why. Neon bleeding on a motel wall, like it's trying to remember it all. Engine shaking like a nervous prayer. Every mile says she's not there. Radio calling out southern ghosts of all the things I love the most. Put into a bar of faded lights with broken angels spend their nights. Band was loud like a holy sin. Let the sorrow in. And the Hammond swell like a wounded choir. Every note burns slow like electric fire. We chrome saints on an empty mile, smiling through a shattered smile. Every chord is a loaded gun, every dream comes undone. Your memory rides like gasoline veins through thunder, whiskey, and neon chains. Freedom screams in a broken tone, but I still don't feel alone. Saw a girl in a faded dress, dancing like she forgot the mess. Eyes like storms that never leave, still believing what they believe. Bartender said, boy, don't stay too long. Every heart here sings the same old song. Slide guitar crying through the smoke, like every promise that ever broke. Drums hit hard like a midnight fight, bass line crawling through the night. Electric riffs tearing through the air like nothing ever cared. And the neon buzzed like a dying star. Every soul in here knows what scars are. We chrome saints on an empty mile, smiling through a shattered smile. Every chord is a loaded gun, every dream comes undone. Your memory rides like gasoline veins through thunder, whiskey, and neon chains. Freedom screams in a broken tone, but I still don't feel alone. Maybe I was built to disappear, a whisper lost in shifting gears. Maybe love was just a flame that never learned my name. Still I hear you in every chord, like a ghost I can't ignore. And every road I try to leave still knows exactly how I bleed. Out here, you don't outrun your past, you just learn how to let it sit in the passenger seat. We chrome saints on an empty mile, still hiding behind a shattered smile. Every scar becomes our song for the ones who don't belong. And your ghost still rides with me through every broken memory. Freedom roars like a dying flame, but it still calls your name. Neon fades into the rearview glass, empty bar stools, nights that pass. One last chord dissolves in the rain, and somewhere down that endless line, the chrome saints keep singing. Long after the lights go blind. This is what last call sounds like. When the bar is empty but the memories aren't. somewhere between ignition and goodbye. The road starts talking back. Dripping off a motel sign like it's bleeding out of time. Engine rattling like a preacher's doubt, trying to figure what this life's about. Radio fading into southern noise, like broken men and broken boys. Put into a bar off Route 44, where the floorboards scream for more and more. Band was loud like a funeral hymn for every dream that drowned in gin. And the Hammond cried like a dying light. Every chord a ghost in the edge of the night. His last call on devil's asphalt, where every soul pays for their fault. Every mile burns like a whiskey flame, but nothing ever feels the same. Your memory rides in the engine hum, like a song I can't outrun. Freedom sounds like shattered glass, cutting through the things that last. Saw a man with a cigarette laugh, talking about a life he used to have. Now he drinks just to feel the sound of a world that's already burned down. A woman swayed by the neon bleed, like she's dancing with everything she needs. Eyes like stones she never named, like she forgot who's to blame. Slide guitar scream through the smoke-filled air, like you knew every wound in there. Bass line crawling under the floor, like it's knocking on some closed door. And the night leaned in like a crooked saint, every heartbeat lost in whiskey pain. Its last call on devil's asphalt, where every soul pays for their fault. Every mile burns like a whiskey flame, nothing ever feels the same. Your memory rides in the engine hum, like a song I can't outrun. Freedom sounds like shattered glass, cutting through the things that last. Maybe I was never meant to stay, just a shadow drifting away. Maybe love was just a spark that fades out somewhere in the dark. Still I hear you in every chord, like a ghost I can't ignore. And every road I try to leave still knows exactly how I grieve. Say the road sets you free, But out here, freedom just means you got nowhere left to run back to. Pouring southern rain, neon dies in the rearview glass, empty bar stools, shadows pass. Last bottle hits the counter slow, somewhere down that endless road. The last call is still echoing long after the lights go low. There's a kind of silence only old highways understand, the kind that lives between radio static, cigarette smoke, and a heart too stubborn to quit running. Southbound ties on a midnight road, truck stop coffee and a heavy load, leather jacket smelling like rain, and memories I can't outrun again. Saw your name carved in a bathroom stall, a rundown bar near Wichita Falls. Felt my whole damn chest cave in like time just punched me back again. Band was raging on a tiny stage, sang a sounded mean, worn out and caged. Slide guitar slicing through the haze like a knife through my reckless days. And the neon glowed like a burning cross for every broken soul and everything we lost. Rust and wildfire running through my veins. Your love hit hard like a southbound train. Now every whiskey night feels colder than before. Keep hearing your voice through the swinging barroom door. Freedom keeps calling like ties in the dark, but every lonely highway still leads back to your heart. Old man laughing at the corner bar, talking about women and busted cars. One said son, love's a losing game, then lit another cigarette flame. I played a song on a beat up Telecaster, trying to make the hurting disappear faster. Crowd kept stomping to the groove like broken people born to lose. The drummer crashed like thunder and steel, bass line deep enough to feel. Hammond organ rolling low like a river only sinners know. And the moon hung high above motel signs like heaven forgot these county lines. Rust and wildfire running through my veins. Your love hit hard carries a graveyard in his heart. I wear these scars like outlaw tattoos under neon light, still chasing ghosts through southern nights. No road signs for regret, just endless blacktop. Songs too loud to let you think. Rusting wildfire still burning through my soul. Every mile I ride only digs the hole, and your memory lingers like smoke inside these lungs, like an old bar anthem, still dying to be sung. Freedom screams forever from this old Chevrolet, but no matter where I wander, I carry you every day. Last call echoing, glasses clinking in the dark, engine turning over one more time, neon fading behind me, storm rolling ahead, and somewhere down another forgotten highway, a blues guitar cries for the things we never said. Yeah, this ain't scripture. It's what's left after the church burns down, and the jukebox keeps preaching anyway. I rolled in where the map turns gray, with a half-lit dream and a long decay. Neon bleeding through the motel glass like the past refusing to pass. Engine humming like a tired confession, every mile a wrong direction. Radio coughing out broken tone like it knows I'm not going home. Found a bar with a crooked sign, forgiveness served in cheap red wine. Band was loud like a southern storm, trying to keep the dead souls warm. And the Hammond moan like a fallen saint, every chord a stain you can't repaint. It's a broken neon testament, written in smoke and sediment. Every note is a scar I wear, every sound is a whispered prayer. You'll memorize my gasoline hymn through every life that's turning dim. Freedom screams but it feels like pain on a highway soaked in rain. Saw a man with a glassy stare, said he used to believe and care. Now he drinks just to hear the noise of forgotten girls and broken boys. A woman danced in a fading dress like she's trying to forget the mess. Eyes like fire in drowning rain, hiding everything she can't explain. Slide guitar cried through cigarette air like it knew what wasn't there. Bassline crawling under the floor like it's knocking on heaven's door. In the neon buzz like a dying truth, every soul in here still searching proof. It's a broken neon testament, written in smoke and sediment. Every note is a scar I wear, just a shadow drifting away. Maybe love was just a sound that disappears when no one's around. Still I hear you in every chord, like a ghost I can't ignore. And every road I try to take still bends toward what we brave. Silence has a sound. It sounds like everything you didn't say coming back through the speakers. It's a broken neon testament, still burning through every segment. Every scar becomes my name. Every night feels just the same. And your ghost still rides with me through every broken memory. Freedom rolls like a dying flame. Into static light. Empty bar, another night. Engine starts, I roll again. And somewhere down that endless chain, the testament keeps singing, but no one left to hear it. Some nights the road feels like a confession booth with no priest, only headlights and regret. And the only gospel left is played through broken amplifiers in a smoke-filled bar off nowhere. With a suitcase heart and no way back, left home with a stolen tune and a promise made to a rusted moon. Pulled into a town that time forgot, neon shaking in a parking lot. Bar call saints of the broken wire, where every soul looks a little tired. Band was loud like a hurricane choir, guitar screaming through electric fire. Like guitar weeping slow and wide, like it buried something deep inside. And the Hammond cried like a fallen hymn for every lost soul too far gone to begin. We are highway prophets of the rusted moon, singing out of tune too soon. Every scar becomes a song when nothing right chord in a bar where the lost are ignored. never last. A girl in boots with tired eyes, dancing like she said goodbye to every dream she used to know, back when the world moved slow. Bassline crawling under the floor like it's knocking on some unseen door. Drums hit hard like a guilty plea, confessing what will never be. And the neon hum like a warning sign, every heartbeat lost between the lines. We are highway prophets of the rusted moon, singing out of tune too soon. Every scar becomes a song when nothing right ever stays too long. Your memory rides every mile I burn, and every lesson I never learned. Freedom sounds like a broken chord in a bar where the lost are ignored. Maybe we're just stories left undone, drifting like smoke beneath the sun. Maybe love was never meant to stay, just something we chase until it fades away. Still I hear you in every song, like I've been haunted all along. And every road I try to take feels like another heart to break. The road doesn't forgive, it only remembers. And one day you realize you've been praying to the same ghosts all along. While we are highway prophets of the rusted moon, still singing out of tune too soon. Every mile becomes a prayer for souls that were never really there. And your ghost still calls my name through every bottle, every flame. Freedom roars, but it feels like pain on these endless southern plains. The neon dims, the bar goes still, empty glasses on the windowsill. Headlights fade into the night, and the prophets keep driving long after the music dies. The road feels like a confession booth with no priest, only headlights and regret. And the only gospel left is played through broken amplifiers in a smoke-filled bar off nowhere. I was born where the rivers run black, with a suitcase heart and no way back. Left home with a stolen tune and a promise twisted moon. Pulled into a town that the town forgot. Neon shaking in a parking lot. Bob calls. Another night stitched together with neon and regret. Somewhere between a broken heart and a full tank of gasoline. This is where the lost come to remember they're still alive. My name. Found a bar off a dying road where the ceiling fans move real slow. Band was loud like a preacher's fire, burning through every last desire. Till the caster screamed through smoky air like it knew exactly what was there. Bassline crawling under my skin, dragging every memory. Church bell cracked every note of ghost I can't take back. It's a neon dust revival night under broken southern lights, where every sinner learns to sing with broken strings and trembling wings. Your memory rides a radio tone through every mile I've ever known. Freedom sounds like a dying flame. Said he used to believe in prayer. Now he drinks just to feel the noise of forgotten girls and broken boys. A woman danced by the neon sign like she was running out of time. Eyes like storms she couldn't hide from the past she kept inside. Drums hit hard like a freight train crash. Every beat a memory flash. Slide guitar whip slow and wide like something heavy deep inside. And the bar lights flickered like fading sins. Every story here never really ends. It's a neon dust revival night under broken southern lights, where every sinner learns to sing with broken strings and trembling wings. Your memory rides a radio tone through every mile I've ever known. Freedom sounds like a dying flame, calling out your name again. Maybe I was never meant to stay, just a shadow drifting away. Maybe love is just a sound that disappears when no one's around. Still I hear you in every chord, like a ghost I can't ignore. And every town I try to leave still knows exactly how I grieve. willing to become after everything you've lost? Is the neon dust revival not still burning in the endless light? Every scar becomes a song for the ones who don't belong, and your ghost still rides with me through every endless memory. Freedom roars, but it feels like pain in the pouring southern rain. Neon signs flicker and fade, empty glasses, debts unpaid. Engine starts in the heavy dark, and somewhere beyond the broken arc, the revival keeps playing for souls still lost in the sound. There's a place all around 9 where the beer stays cold, the neon barely works, and every soul inside's got a story they can't outrun. Tonight, mine's wearing your name. Past 10 with mud on my boots and bloodshot again. Truck stop winning a one-out grin, trying hard not to think of you again. The waitress poured coffee black as sin, said you look like the shape I've been in. Ben was tuning in the corner haze, getting ready to set the room ablaze. Telecast is screaming sharp and bright, cutting through that nicotine light. Drummer counting off mean and slow, like thunder waiting to explode. And the Hammond organ sigh like an old church hymn for every drifter alive, too lost to begin again. Whiskey lights on Route 9, burning holes through my mind. Your memorized shotgun still like a ghost that time can't kill. These barroom angels sing so low about the hearts we should have known. Freedom sounds like ties of night under broken neon light. A man in denim with silver hair played slide guitar like a dying prayer. Every note tasted dark and real, like wounds that never fully heal. Couples dancing in whiskey smoke, laughing hard while the jukebox broke. Somewhere between the bass and gin, I almost felt alive again. But then your song came pouring out, and silence hit me full of doubt. I saw your shadow near the door, and damn near hit the floor. And the blacktop called like a midnight train, pulling every outlaw soul straight into the rain. Whiskey lights on Route 9, burning holes through my mind. Your memorized shotgun still like a ghost that time can't kill. These barroom angels sing so low about the hearts we should have known freedom sounds like ties at night. Under broken neon light. Well, maybe love's just a highway flare, burning bright then disappearing somewhere. Maybe every runaway heart was broken long before the start. Still I drive through southern storms, wrapped in songs and worn out norms, searching bars for something true. But every road leads back to you. Funny thing about freedom, nobody tells you how lonely it sounds after midnight. Oh, whiskey lights on Route 9 still flashing through my mind. Your memory haunts every mile, every song, every dive. And these smoke-filled bars keep blowing like scars across the dark, while old guitars keep screaming for every shattered heart. Freedom keeps rolling like wheels across the plains. But some ghosts ride forever inside a man's veins. Last cigarette burning in the ashtray, bartender locking up the doors, headlights disappearing into wet midnight streets. And somewhere far beyond the county line, another blues band starts playing to strangers trying not to fall apart. Smoke in the rafters, whiskey on the breath of every broken man in this room. Some people pray in churches, some pray under neon lights with a six string in their hand. In the Tulsa on a stormy night, headlights fading in the rain so white, engine coughing like an old blues song. A man gets lost when he rides too long. Found a roadside bar called Mercy Jane's, neon flickering through window panes. Inside smelled like bourbon and regret, the kind of place hearts don't forget. like a preacher in flames, while the slide guitar whispered your forgotten name. Blacktop hallelujah under neon skies, where the lost souls drink and the memory never dies. I still hear your footsteps in every back door tune, still chasing your shadow beneath the whiskey moon. Oh, freedom tastes bitter when you're running along down endless highways that never led home. Band hit hard with a southern roar, boots stomping heavy on the wooden floor, drummer shaking dust from the walls like thunder rolling through abandoned halls. A biker left with bloodshot eyes, said, son, love always leaves scars behind, then raised his glass toward the stage like a sinner praying through the rage. I saw your face in a cloud of smoke, felt my chest nearly crack and choke. Every riff cut deep and slow, like wounds from years ago. And the night rolled on like a runaway train, steel guitar screaming through the pouring rain. Blacktop hallelujah under neon skies, where the lost souls drink and the memory never dies. I still hear your footsteps in every back door tune, still chasing your shadow beneath the whiskey moon. Oh, freedom tastes bitter when you're running along down endless highways that never led home. Maybe I was born for leaving, maybe you were born to stay. Maybe every love worth keeping ends up slipping away. Still I drive through midnight towns, searching for what can't be found, with cigarette prayers and trembling hands, trying to outrun who I hear that sound? That ain't just music. It's every broken promise, every bar fight, every lonely mile, wrapped inside 6 steel strings. Blacktop hallelujah still echoes through my veins, like thunder in the distance, calling out my name. And your memory burns hotter than Tennessee flame. Every roadside angel still looks the same. Oh, freedom keeps roaring like a midnight train. But no matter where I wander, I still carry your pain. Neon lights dying one by one, last call drifting through the smoke, tires humming against the blacktop. Some men find salvation some just keep driving, and some pray under neon lights with a six string in their hands. I pulled in the Tulsa on a stormy night, headlights fading in the rain soaked white, engine coughing like an old blues song. A man gets lost when he rides too long. Found a roadside bar called Mercy James. The night smelled like rain and cheap bourbon, like broken promises soaked into old wood floors. Some people lose love quietly, others hear it screaming through a guitar amplifier at 2 in the morning. Town with a dead-end job and the windows down, motor growling like a wounded hound, searching for peace I'd never found. Neon motel sign blinking red like a warning from the living dead. Pulled my truck beside a crowded dive, just trying to feel something alive. Inside the smoke hung thick and low, band hit hard with a southern glow. Baseline shaking a whiskey shell like the room might break itself. And the slide guitar cried like a midnight sin, dragging old memories back through my skin. Cigarette static and Holy Ghost, that's what haunts me the most. Your goodbye still burns like a rye under these black southern skies. And every jukebox preacher sings about lost love and broken wings. Freedom keeps calling my name, but every road feels the same. Bartender said, boy, slow down, while thunder rattled through the town. A woman danced beside the stage like she carried a lifetime of rage. Her eyes looked tired, hard and wild, like somebody's runaway child. She smiled once through the haze and smoke, the kind of smile only people know. Drummer crashing like a highway wreck, Hammond organ soaked my neck. Telecast a screaming rough and high, like every fight we ever fought. And the rain came down on the rusted street, while old blues rhythms kept my heartbeat. Cigarette static and Holy Ghost, that's what haunts me the most. Your goodbye still burns like a rye under these black southern skies. And every jukebox preacher sings about lost love and broken wings. Freedom keeps calling my name, but every road feels the same. I tried to bury your memory deep in bourbon nights and broken sleep, but some flames never really die, they just learn how to hide. Now every town feels cold and strange, every highway sings your name, and every solo cuts right through like I'm still losing you. It's hearing somebody's memory louder than the band playing in front of you. Cigarette static and Holy Ghost still following me coast to coast. Your shadow dances in neon flame like heartbreak tattooed on my name. And these old barroom prophets pray over songs that never fade away. Freedom roars through the engine whine, but your ghost still rides beside mine. Last whiskey glass turned upside down. Blue smoke drifting toward the ceiling fan. Rainwater shining on the blacktop outside. Engine starts. Radio crackles. Headlights vanish into the dark. And somewhere beyond another lonely county line, the blues keeps breathing through the static. Yeah, this is what the road sounds like when it stops pretending to care about you. Just engines, ghosts, and a preacher made a distortion in smoke. Tank and nothing to lose. Radio screaming through static lines like broken angels stuck in time. Stopped at a bar where the sign was bent. Holy water and regret for rent. Neon flickered like a dying prayer, but I walked in anyway, didn't care. Band was loud like a southern riot. Bassline heavy, couldn't quiet. Slide guitar bleeding through the room like a carrot someone's doom. And the Hammond swelled like a sinner's cry on the burning wires in a shattered sky. It's a midnight gasoline sermon preached by broken strings and bourbon. Every note sets my soul on fire. Every mile takes me higher. Your ghost still rides my ignition key, whispering what we used to be. Freedom tastes like smoke and pain on these endless burning lanes. Saw a man with a busted eye, said he once believed in goodbye. Now he drinks till the night turns red to forget the words she said. A girl in boots by the neon bar, dancing like she's lost her scars, laughing hard at a song so sad, like happiness is something she had. Drummer hits like a hammer swing, breaking everything the chords can bring. Electric riffs cut sharp and raw, like every mistake I ever saw. And the storm outside started singing too, like the whole damn world was riding from truth. It's a midnight gasoline sermon preached by broken strings and bourbon. Every note sets my soul on fire, every mile takes me higher. Your ghost still rides my ignition key, whispering what we used to be. Freedom tastes like smoke and pain on these endless burning lanes. Maybe I was never meant to stay, just another voice that fades away. Maybe love was just a roadside flame, burning bright then calling your name. Still I drive through storm and sin, with every memory crawling in, and every chord I barely play feels like something I threw away. Doesn't judge you, it just keeps asking the same question. How much are you willing to lose to keep going? It's a midnight gasoline siren burning louder, never learning. Every scar becomes my choir, every heartbeat pulls me higher, and your memory won't let me go. It rides the wind through radio, in a broken chain, but I still feel your pain. Neon dies in the rearview glass, thunder rolls, but it never lasts. Engine hum turns into the night, and somewhere down the endless road, the sermon keeps playing, for no one left to hear it. Highway 61 don't sleep, it just listens to every fool that tries to outrun himself. busted heart and a missing friend. Neon dripping off the motel sign, like time itself had lost its mind. Engine knocking like a preacher's fist. Every mile feels like something I missed. Radio bleeding a southern hymn, half signal, half sinking in. Found a bar where the floorboards sigh, called mercy on the broken skies. Band was loud like a judgment day, trying to wash my sins away. And the Hammond moaned like a soul set free, but every note still belonged to me. It's a rust prayer on Highway 61, where the lost keep running till they're dawn. Every chord is a scar I wear, every sound is a broken prayer. Your memory rides in the gasoline haze, through these endless southern maze. Freedom sounds like a dying light on a long black ribbon tonight. Saw a man with a cigarette stare, said he used to believe in care. Now he drinks till the room goes red, to forget what she once said. A girl in denim, tired eyes dancing slow, like she's saying goodbye to every dream she tried to keep before the world got too damn deep. Slide guitar screaming through the smoke, like every promise that ever broke. Bassline crawling under the skin, like it knows where I've been. And the neon buzz like a broken sun, saying you can't hide from what you've done. It's a rust prayer on Highway 61, where the lost keep running till they're done. Every chord is a scar I wear, every sound is a broken prayer. Your memory rides in the gasoline haze, through these endless southern maze. Freedom sounds like a dying light on a long black ribbon tonight. Maybe every road I choose to take is just another heart to break. Maybe love was never meant to stay, just something that fades away. Still I hear you in every chord, like a ghost I can't ignore. And every town looks just the same, just different faces calling your name. Hey! The road doesn't judge you, it just keeps repeating your mistakes until you learn the rhythm of regret. Hey, there's a rust prayer on Highway 61, still burning like an unseen sun. Every mile, every broken part just echoes back my heart. Never feels right. Neon fades into the rearview glass. Storm rolls over broken grass. Engine hum turns into prayer, and somewhere down that endless road. The rust prayer keeps singing, for no one left to hear it. Yeah, this ain't a song, it's a confession written in tire marks and cigarette ash. Somewhere between salvation and the shoulder of a highway, that's where I lost myself. I left New Orleans with a hollow grin, a tank of gas and a life of sin. Neon dripping off the rearview glass, like every mistake I ever passed. Rain was falling like broken glass, cutting through everything I couldn't grasp. Engine humming like a tide of prayer to a God that wasn't there. Found a bar where the lost boys sing, under flickering neon wings. Band was loud like a holy war, shaking souls right through the floor. And the Hammond cried like a church on fire, every chord a lie, wrapped in desire. It's a broken highway gospel blues, where every sinner pays their dues. Every mile is a scar I wear, every sound is a desperate prayer. Your memory rides my radio pain, through every storm, through every chain. Freedom screams, but it cuts so deep, like a promise I couldn't keep. Saw a man with a bottle and a 1,000-yard stare, said he lost his heaven somewhere out there. Now he drinks just to hear the past, in a world that never lasts. A girl in boots on the barroom floor, dancing like she's been here before. Eyes like trouble, smile like flame, like she forgot her own name. Slide guitar crying through the smoke, like every dream that ever broke. Bassline rolling like distant train, calling out through southern rain. And the neon buzzed like a fading hymn, every soul in here too lost to begin. It's a broken highway gospel blues, where every sinner pays their dues. Every too restless to find my way. Maybe love was just a sound that disappears when no one's around. Still I hear you in every chord, like a ghost I can't ignore. And every road I try to take still bends toward what we tell you this about the road. It doesn't set you free. It just teaches you how to live with what you can't fix. It's a broken highway gospel blues, still bleeding through everything I lose. Every scar becomes my song for a soul that don't belong, and your ghost still rides with me through every shattered memory. Freedom roars, but it feels like pain in the southern pouring rain. Neon dies in the empty night, doors close out of sight, last chord fading into smoke. And somewhere down that endless road, the gospel keeps playing, for no one left to hear it. Somewhere between salvation, the shoulder of a highway, that's where I lost myself. I left New Orleans with a hollow grin, a tank of gas and a life of sin. Neon dripping off the rearview glass. Yeah. Some roads don't end, they just fade into memory, like a song no one finishes singing. Across a line where the map goes blind, with a rusted heart in a stolen time. Neon flickers on a motel wall, like it's trying to forget it all. The engine knocks like a preacher's fist. Every mile says you've been missed, but nobody's waiting where I go, just ghosts I already knew. Pulled into a bar made of broken light, where sinners gather every night. Band was loud like a warning sound, trying to hold the darkness down. And the Hammond cried like a broken song. Every note fell hard, but carried on. lost everything within. Now he drinks just to hear the sound of a life that never turned around. A girl in denim, smoke in her eyes, dancing like she's saying goodbye to every dream she used to trust before it turned to dust. Just like guitar weeps through neon haze, like it's trapped in yesterday's days. Bassline crawling under the floor, like it's knocking on every door. And the neon hum like a fading soul. Every heartbeat lost, out of control. Ghost ties on empty faith, rolling through this endless place. Every chord is a wound I hide, every song keeps me alive. Your memory rides my gasoline skin like a storm I can't outrun again. Freedom screams through the midnight rain, but it always feels the same. Maybe I was born to disappear, just a voice nobody hears. Maybe love was just a flame that forgot to know my name. Still I hear you in every chord, like a ghost I can't ignore. And every road I try to take still bends through what we break. Out here, faith doesn't mean belief. It just means you keep driving, even when nothing's left to believe in. Ghost ties on empty faith, still rolling through this broken place. Every scar becomes my name, every night feels just the same. And your ghost still rides with me through every shattered memory. Freedom roars, but it feels like pain on these endless southern plains. Neon dies in the rearview glass. Empty bar, another past. Headlights fade into the dark, and somewhere down that endless arc, the ghost ties keep rolling, long after the road runs out. This is what it sounds like when heaven forgets your name and the highway remembers everything. Full of dead and original original sin. Neon sounds bleeding through the haze, like they're trying to rewrite my days. Found a bar where the paint was peeling, called Saints of the Lost and Stealing Feelings. Band was loud like a freight train scream, like it was tearing apart a dream. Slide guitar crying through the smoke, like every promise that ever broke. Bassline dragging under my skin, like it knows where I've been. And the Hammond moaned like a sacred lie. Every note just burned right through the sky. It's a neon barbed wire hallelujah, cutting through everything I knew you. Every mile is a scar I pay, every night just slips away. Your memory rides my gasoline soul, like a storm I can't control. Freedom sounds like shattered glass from a love that couldn't last. Saw a man with a broken laugh, said he lost his future in the aftermath. Now he drinks just to hear the sound of the life he never found. A girl in boots by the neon flame, dancing like she forgot her name. Eyes like rivers full of pain, still smiling through the rain. Drums hit hard like a guilty prayer, like nobody's really there. Electric riffs cut sharp and wide, like the truth we try to hide. And the night came down like a burning choir, every heartbeat drowned in electric fire. It's a neon barbed wire hallelujah, cutting through everything I knew you. Every mile is a scar I pay, every night just slips away. Your memory rides my gasoline soul, like a storm I can't control. Freedom sounds like shattered glass from a love that couldn't last. Maybe I was never meant to stay, just a shadow fading away. Maybe love was just a flame that burned too fast to name. Still I hear you in every chord, like a ghost I can't ignore. And every road I try to leave still knows exactly how I believe. Silence has a sound. It sounds like everything you tried to forget, coming back louder than the band. It's a neon barbed wire hallelujah, still cutting through everything I knew you. Every scar becomes my name, every night feels just the same. And your ghost still rides with me through every shattered memory. Freedom roars like a dying flame, but it still calls your name. Neon burns and fades to black, empty bottles stacked in the back. Engine starts in the pouring rain, and somewhere down that endless chain, the hallelujah keeps screaming, for no one left to answer. a stare through a barroom window at 2 a.m. Watching rain slide down neon glass, wondering how love can disappear so fast, but the pain hangs around for years. This is one for the drifters. With nothing left to lose, dashboard shaking from the radio sound, old blue station from a nowhere town. Your red lipstick still stains my mind like cheap bourbon burning overtime. I tried to drown you in Tennessee ride, but ghosts don't leave no matter how you try. Put into a roadside whiskey den where outlaw hearts go to break again. Band on stage playing fierce and loud like thunder preaching to the crowd, and the slide guitar moan like a wounded soul. Every note dragging me farther from home. Velvet, smoke, and chrome, that's all I own tonight. A broken road and a barroom song under dirty neon light. Your memory rattles like chains inside my chest. I keep chasing freedom, but your ghost won't let me rest. Oh, these midnight highways still bleed black and gold, and every love worth having leaves a man cold. Bartender polishing cloudy glass, said son, nothing good ever lasts. Then laugh like gravel in the dark while cigarettes burn tiny sparks. Woman in leather by the pool table side had runaway tears she couldn't hide. She danced slow beneath the haze like she'd survived 1,000 bad days. Drums hit heavy like a bar fight swing, bassline rolling low and mean. Hammond organ filled the room like church bells, ringing doom in the back road wind. Kept calling my name like a devil with gasoline running through my veins. Yeah, velvet, smoke, and chrome, that's all I own tonight. A broken road and a barroom song under dirty neon light. Your memory rattles like chains inside my chest. I keep chasing freedom, but your ghost won't let me rest. All these midnight highways still bleed black and gold, and every love worth having leaves a man cold. I buried my dreams in motel rooms under southern skies and whiskey fumes, but every town and every stage still echoes your name through the rage. Maybe some hearts are born to roam, too wild to settle, too lost for home. Still I hear you in the pouring rain like a prayer And one day you wake up realizing the only thing still riding beside you is regret. Velvet smoke and chrome still burning through the night, with tired eyes and restless bones beneath these fading lights. And your memory lingers in every chord I play, like smoke inside a whiskey bar that never fades away. Your freedom keeps roaring like an old V8 engine scream, but every outlaw road eventually runs straight through broken dreams. Neon signs buzzing low, last bartender counting tips, rain falling on empty parking lots. Another highway waiting, another town to leave behind. And somewhere in the darkness, an old blue song still refuses to die.